Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and wondered, what do they actually see when they look back at you? Most people believe dogs simply see a blur of colors or a black and white world. But that's one of the biggest myths about dogs. The truth is far more fascinating, because your dog doesn't just see the world differently. They experience an entirely different reality. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world where colors are different, sounds are sharper, and every single smell tells a story. That's normal life for your dog. While you're using your eyes to understand the world, your dog is relying on a completely different set of senses. Their vision is only one piece of the puzzle, and it's not even the most important one. But here's what surprises most owners. Your dog may not see the bright reds and greens you love, yet they notice tiny movements that you'd miss in a heartbeat. A squirrel's tail twitching hundreds of feet away, a bird taking off into the sky, even subtle body movements that reveal your emotions before you say a single word. Their eyes evolved for survival, not for appreciating colorful sunsets. And what they smell changes everything. Imagine walking into your kitchen. You see a table, a chair, maybe breakfast. Your dog enters the exact same room, but they see a trail of scents left hours ago. They know who walked through the room, what food was prepared, whether another animal visited outside, and even subtle chemical changes coming from your own body. Scientists estimate a dog's sense of smell is tens of thousands of times more sensitive than ours, depending on the breed. To them, smell is almost like a living map that constantly updates. Now here's something that most people never think about. When your dog sniffs you after you've been away for only a few minutes, they're not just saying hello. They're reading an entire story. Where you've been, what you've touched, whether you're stressed, relaxed, excited, or nervous. Your scent carries information your dog can detect long before you even realize your own emotions have changed. And what happens when your dog suddenly stops sniffing you the way they used to? That can sometimes signal changes in routine, health, or simply that your scent has become familiar in that moment. It's one reason paying attention to changes in behavior matters more than focusing on a single action. Now let's talk about color. Contrary to the old myth, dogs don't see in black and white. Instead, their world is closer to someone with red-green color blindness. Blues and yellows stand out much more clearly, while reds and greens often blend into similar shades. That bright red toy you keep throwing across a green lawn, to your dog, it may not stand out nearly as much as a blue toy would. That's why many professional dog trainers prefer blue or yellow training equipment. It's easier for dogs to distinguish in many environments. But while humans enjoy rich color, dogs dominate the night. Their eyes contain more rod cells, which help detect movement and low light. Combined with a reflective layer behind the retina called the tapetum lucidum, dogs can see far better than we can in dim conditions. It's also why their eyes sometimes seem to glow when light shines on them at night. Ever wondered why your dog suddenly barks into the darkness when you can't see anything at all? Sometimes they're reacting to movement or shapes that are simply much easier for them to detect. Of course, that doesn't mean they have supernatural powers. Most of the time, they're picking up ordinary sights, sounds, or scents long before we notice them. But vision and smell aren't the only things shaping your dog's reality. Their hearing reaches frequencies humans can't detect. A distant car door closing, footsteps outside, another dog's bark blocks away. These sounds can grab your dog's attention while your world remains completely silent. Think about that for a second. While you're relaxing on the couch believing the house is quiet, your dog is constantly processing layers of information you've never even noticed. If this is changing how you see your dog, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. Every week, we explore the incredible science and psychology behind the animals that share our lives. Now here's the emotional part that many owners miss. When your dog looks into your eyes, they aren't just identifying your face. Studies suggest that eye contact between dogs and their trusted humans can increase oxytocin, the same hormone strongly associated with bonding and attachment. That simple moment when your dog gazes at you may be helping strengthen your relationship in both directions. So when your dog quietly watches you while you're working, cooking, or reading, they may not be waiting for food at all. Sometimes they're simply checking that you're okay, staying connected, and feeling secure in your presence. This also explains why your mood matters more than you think. Dogs are incredibly observant. They notice changes in your posture, your walking speed, your facial expressions, your voice, and even subtle scent changes linked to stress. They combine all these clues into one picture. To your dog, you're communicating constantly, even when you never say a word. And here's something remarkable. Your dog doesn't experience your home the same way you do. You see walls, furniture, and decorations. Your dog experiences pathways of familiar scents, comforting sounds, favorite resting places, and memories connected to each room. Every corner holds information that's invisible to us. That favorite spot by the window, it isn't just comfortable. It's a place filled with interesting smells drifting in from outside, changing every minute. That old blanket they refuse to leave, it carries familiar scents that make them feel safe. That reason they greet you with such excitement every day, it's not because they forgot you. It's because every reunion confirms that the person they trust most has returned safely. And perhaps that's the biggest difference between your world and theirs. Humans often rush through life looking ahead. Dogs experience life through the present moment. Every walk is an adventure. Every scent tells a story. Every familiar voice brings comfort. Every gentle touch strengthens trust. Maybe that's why dogs remind us to slow down, to notice the little things, to enjoy simple moments, to appreciate the people we love while they're right beside us. The next time your dog stops to sniff a patch of grass for what feels like forever, remember, they're not wasting time. They're exploring a world that your senses can barely begin to imagine. And the next time your dog looks into your eyes, remember that they're not just looking at you. They're experiencing you through sight, smell, sound, memory, emotion, and years of trust built one moment at a time. Your dog isn't just seeing the world differently. They're living in a completely different reality. And understanding that reality may be one of the greatest gifts you can ever give your best friend. Because your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating,